All right, this video is going to demonstrate how to use the PayPal integrations generator to quickly deploy a REST server to C9.io for testing. So first of all, you have to have a C9.io account. Recently they did require you to put in a credit card number in order to create the free account, but you are never charged. So once you have your C9 account, you just create a new workspace, name it whatever you want, and then just select Node.js and create workspace. So this is going to take a couple minutes. All right, so once the C9 has created your workspace, now we can just follow the directions on the generator's GitHub repo. First of all, we need to switch over to Node version 8. The generator does only work with version 8. And so we're just going to run these commands. So it's going to switch me over to Node 8. I'm going to install Yarn using npm. And then I'm going to add the Yarn global to the export path. And then I'm going to install the Yowman generator globally. And then I'm going to install the PayPal integrations generator. And then I am going to run the PayPal integrations generator and use the sub generator PayPal REST. It's just going to ask me a series of questions to generate my project. So for C9, we're going to do the public connection because everything will be public. We want to enable CORS in case we want to use some JavaScript testing. We want to enable webhooks and do a custom webhook handler for project name that goes on your package.json. The host name is automatically configured for the C9 environment. Public port is 8080 for C9. Private port's not going to be used. We're not using VS Code. And then we just enter our PayPal REST client ID. And then we enter our PayPal client secret. Configure the environment to sandbox. We want to enable webhooks. So this is actually going to enable all the webhooks by default. The default route is already listed. Just going to hit enter, overwrite. And now it's going to do the Yarn install and build the app. So now all I have to do is yarn start dev. It's going to spin up the happy server with the PayPal routes enabled. So it's going to give you all of the routes that are enabled in the logging. By default, it is going to enable them all. I don't have all the routes made yet, so there'll definitely be more in the future, but it'll list the routes that are available. So if we go ahead and try the webhooks route, all we need to do now is go to our host name route, and it's going to output the API call for PayPal webhook list on my account. So then you can just use this as a test server to run PayPal API calls. The application did set up our PayPal webhooks. So if we look in the logs here for the webhook, we'll see that we actually enabled all the webhooks available at PayPal. And we gave it the URL, which we defined, which is the actual host name, and then it adds on PayPal webhook/listen, and it would be in here, right here, URL. So all webhooks for my client ID are now set to go to this URL, which we're listening on. So it's actually, this app's actually going to be receiving the webhooks now. So if I want to actually do something with those webhooks, you can handle them on the plugin right here. Right now we're just gonna output the request, but if you wanted to do something else with the webhook, you can definitely do that. So if you did decide to modify the webhook handler, then in order to actually get the changes, we would just have to kill the server. And rebuild. And then just restart. So now if I received a webhook the next time, it would log out the request and then log out testy. All right, so now I'm going to force a webhook from a different application here, and we'll see it come through on C9. All right, so you'll see I just got the webhook. You'll see that it was posted to my webhook URL that I configured. We responded with 200, so the webhook's done, and you'll see the actual payload. So in another application, I actually created an invoice, and we received the webhook here. So that's your basic overview of using the generator to set up a REST server and test some webhooks as well. Hope you enjoyed it.